What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, and in today's video, bring you some more Pokemon trading card game pocket and excited to try out another EV Grove deck. I told you this one was going to get your boy back into the rank streets, and so today I'm very excited to show you guys EV Steveen, which is maybe not my best nickname for these decks, but it was the best I had today. All right, you feel me? But this is the Leafeon Flareon deck I've been seeing people talk about. I've seen a few different variations. This is the one that I personally settled on. I watched Spraggle's video where he tried out the deck, and he had two of these hollow Leafeons in it. I didn't feel like the deck needed two of them, so I replaced one. And honestly, I low-key would even consider replacing this one as well, but I guess if you run this like Oricorio or something, it's nice to have this just in case. But ideally, I wouldn't even have to use this, right? But this is what the deck consists of, and we can talk a little bit more about it. So double Leafeon EX as well as the hollow Leafeon EX, double Flareon EX, Sylveon, two regular EVs, two EV EXs, two Pokeballs, Pokemon's Communication, a double EV bag, Giant Cape, Professor's Research, Mars, and Red Card. So basically, Leafeon EX can obviously supply its own grass energy, so you don't need to run it. And Sylveon is only here for the ability. This ability allows you to draw 2 extra cards. So we're basically just using this as a third Professor's Research. And that's also why we have Pokemon Communication here for me, as opposed to running like the X Speed or the extra Leafeon that Spraggles ran in his deck. It's because the quicker that we can get, you know, a Flareon, Leafeon, or Sylveon, the better, if we don't already open up with one in our hand. And then Mars card, just because other people are running Sylveon and Evolutions, and they're getting through their deck quickly. They're getting more cards in their hand, so we can get those cards out of their hand. That obviously benefits us, which is why I have Mars in here. And then with Red, this card obviously gives you an extra 20 damage against EX Pokemon. EV Bag also gives you an extra 20 damage. These are item cards and support cards, so they can be used simultaneously and stack up on each other, give you an extra 40 damage. That means Flareon can hit for like 170. That means Leafeon can actually hit for 110 per attack. So yeah, I think this deck is going to be a lot of fun. I haven't really tested it out much for myself, but I'm excited to jump into ranked with it today. So let's go ahead and do that. So ideally we would go second, get the regular EV so that we can use collect, and then in our next turn evolve it into Leafeon, start stacking up energy. And not quite what we got, but we do get an EV, of course, because we need at least one of them. But we get the EV EX, we have multiple Leafeon and Flareon in our hand, as well as Pokeball. So we'll make this work. And we do in fact run into an Oricorio. First deck we run into is actually Oricorio. And this is why you have at least one of those hollow Leafeons in the deck. This is why, yo, thank goodness I didn't actually take both of them out. This is why, okay, this is gonna be a great test as well to see how this works out for us, because, well, we can't attack Oricorio with any of our EX Pokemon, but now we are going to need that right there. Okay, so we get a Pokeball, boom. The problem is, okay, no, this works. Now we can put this one here, so we can evolve this one into a Leafeon EX and this one into a regular Leafeon. And we're going to go ahead and just give this energy to this one right here. And then, yeah, we can't do anything this turn. So next turn, we can give, you know, the other energy to this EV, evolve it into a Leafeon, use its ability to do, yeah, no, we're good. This Oricorio is going down very quickly, hopefully, right? What does its ability do again? It's just the, okay, yeah, it's just the can't attack with EX Pokemon thing. All right, so fortunately we got all the cards that we need in order to make this work. So we give this energy to this first EV, use the Professor's Research, of course, get an extra 2 cards in our hand. We do get our Sylveon as well and another EV. Boom. All right, so now what we want to do is evolve this EV into a Leafeon, just like that. And we use Force Breath to give this. I messed up. I gotta evolve the other Pokemon, the other EV, into a Leafeon first. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just ruined everything. It's not a LotusAsakura video without me making a massive mistake. Y'all know the rules. Y'all know the rules. I meant to give that energy to this Leafeon. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Because then we could take out this Oricorio right now. We would have given that energy to this one. We could have swapped out. He's only a 1 retreat cost. Then what does this item do, or this tool do? If the electric Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, move 2 energy from that Pokemon attached. See, they wouldn't even had the chance to set that up if I wasn't so stupid. It's not the end of the world, but it does suck. Use Force Breath again. It's not the end of the world, but it does really suck that I did that. Retreat. Fire energy. Bring in this Leafeon. Now Zorora is going to get extra energy. What we're going to do now actually is, I kind of want to use Sylveon so that we can get the 2 extra cards, but maybe it makes more sense to start building up Flareon in the back. We're gonna build up the Flareon. Give him this energy. Give this cape to this Leafeon since he's up here and he's gonna be attacking. Alright. Now we can... No, we don't have to worry about that right now. Leave Cyclone, take out the Oricorio. Could have done this a turn ago, but I'm a giant goof. We can't attack next turn, but that's fine. Zoroark is going to come in and immediately do 50 damage. What does his ability do again? Right, he just gets the energy on his first turn. So now next turn, where do we go from here? Got another Oricorio, of course. I wish I had Sabrina and or Cyrus in this deck. That's something that I feel a little bit vulnerable without, to be honest, because I normally build all of my decks to have at least one of either of those cards. But we'll make it work. What is there to be worried about? Is there anything to really be worried about? I guess I could swap Leafeon out, attach a fire energy to Flareon, use its ability, and then we could attack and take out whoever. And then we'd have to swap out one more time after that in order to get Leafeon back in to potentially take out Oricorio or Zoroark, whoever he wants to bring in. Both of these Pokemon are one-shottable by Leafeon. So it should work out, but we'll see how things go. There is a chance that he does swap in my Leafeon back here and gets those 2 points, but we should still be ahead even with making that mistake at the beginning. Like I said, I said it in the last video, right? It's not a LotusAsakura video without me making a massive mistake at some point, but it's also not a LotusAsakura video without me somehow still winning despite the massive mistake. You know what I mean? The Lightning Claw is 50 damage. That's whatever. All right, Professor's Research, we go ahead and do that. Should be getting another Eevee here, right? Yes, please. Pokemon Communication and Red. Okay, well, this is fine. We'll use this because we don't need this other Leafeon right now. So that should give us our other Eevee. No, it gives another Flareon. Damn, okay, that's not the end of the world. We do this. We do this. We do this. We do this. Bong. Now we combust. Blam. That gives us 3. Take the 20 damage. That's fine. We'll still live next turn. Fire Spin. Take out the Zoroark. And I gotta imagine he's gonna bring Oricorio back in. And then we just swap right back into that Flareon. Unless he does something to somehow kill it. Which, is there a chance he can do that? He does bring in the Oricorio. That would only be 1 point as well, by the way. If you want to take out that one. So is it more worth it to go for this one or that? I don't even know if he has the cards to do it, but if he were to do it, which one is more worth? This one so that I can't attack him? Or this one because he gets 2 points? Probably this one, right? There's nothing I can do. I don't have Sabrina or anything either. So it's actually a lot smarter if he goes after this one. If he has the ability to. But that would require him, I don't think he can because there's no way for him to get the energy, right? Because he needs an energy in order to retreat unless he has an X speed. And then he needs 2 energy on Zoroark to attack. So I think we're fine. I think we actually win. Unless he has X speed. No, even if he has X speed, he conceded. There we go. There we go. W's. Nice. This deck is pretty cool. This deck is pretty cool. Like, hey man, y'all know me. Sometimes I just be going too fast and I'll be talking and I'll be paying enough attention and it's let me lock in. Let me lock in. First W on the board though. Let's get it. No cap, this deck is honestly like a dream come true for me personally, just getting to play like multiple evolutions on the same deck. That's like so sick. All right, we get Eevee. We're going first. There's not going to be a whole lot we're able to do at the start of a turn, but we do get 2 Professor's Research and Pokeball. So we are going to start drawing cards pretty quickly. Now we are up against a Crabrawler who won't be able to one-shot us, but is a little spooky. Pokeball, give me another Eevee. There we go. Put this here. And we're going to Professor's Research. Would love to see Leafeon pop up here. Eevee Bag and Flareon. That's fine. And then we'll just end our turn. Next turn, though, we'll get that Leafeon, right? That's when it'll matter more. Problem is, he's going to do 40 damage to Eevee off rip, so I don't really want to... Do I just like sacrifice the Eevee just for the sake of being able to draw an additional card this turn? We get the Sylveon as well. So what we can do actually is we have a lot of options here. First things first, we Professor's Research. We're gonna do that no matter what, right? We need another Pokeball and a giant cape. Okay, we'll use the Pokeball. Let's see. Place down the other Eevee. I could heal myself. I could giant cape up, which would give me 40 HP, and then Eevee bag, and that would give me 60. Then I could use this turn to draw another card while also turning this Eevee into a Flareon. Is that worth it though, or should I just turn this one into a Sylveon? Oh, let me see. What does Sylveon's retreat cost? It's only 1. What is actually the best play here? And it is a water deck as well. So, I think we build up Flareon in the back, I think is what we do here. We'll do this. We'll turn you into a Sylveon. And then we will use the ability. And we'll draw 2 cards, and then that's the end of our turn. We get Pokemon Communication and Eevee bag. Alright, so we live to see another day. We're fine for now. It's a Crabominable. What is the extra effect on this attack? During your next turn, this Pokemon's insatiable striking attack does 40 more damage, so it does 80 on the next turn, which would take out Sylveon unless I want to heal. Now we get the Leafeon. Okay, so I think what we have to do at this point is actually give this energy to Sylveon so that way we can retreat. Start building up that energy on Leafeon. Use Force Breath. Do that. I guess I give Leafeon the cape. And then from here, if I can get another Eevee. Give up the Flareon. Don't be that Leafeon. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. And then from here, we could combust, but I don't think it's worth it right now. And then we'll just end our turn. Was that the smartest play? I don't know. He could actually, maybe it was worth still healing Sylveon, but I'd have to spend all the Eevee bags, so maybe not. But it might have been worth healing just so it doesn't get nah, because we'd have to use them both in order to prevent ourselves from dying if they were to swap Sylveon back in. I just don't think it's worth spending both of those items in the same time just to keep Sylveon alive right now. We could swap Leafeon out next turn and attack, but it's not worth it because well, bye Sylveon. So at that point, would it have been worth it, or should I have just not even bothered retreating and just then Leafeon wouldn't have the grass energy? I don't know. I heard this deck is like really strong, but it seems like it's probably going to be a little bit inconsistent. I guess we bring in Leafeon because Flareon's obviously weak to water, so. We get another evolution instead of the actual. Actually, we have red and Eevee bag, so we can do this. We can do this. Can you use 2 abilities in the same turn? I actually don't know. We're about to find out. So I want to use Leafeon's ability and then retreat, bring in Flareon. You can. All right, so combust. We'll take the 20 damage. And then we'll stack red with an Eevee bag. Boom. Use the first effect. Why was I thinking that does an extra 20? It's an extra 10. That's 160. And that'll be enough for us to take out this Crabominable. Boom, and that's 2 points for us. Now on his bench, he's got Poplio, which I'm not terrified of. And then he's got Brawler, which isn't a threat yet, but could be. Next turn though, we can take out probably anything he can throw out. I think we're good. I think we win. Oh, maybe. Ah, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. I'm sorry. I feel the power now. I feel the power now. Hold on. Don't talk to your boy. Talk to your boy. I see the vision. Oh, this is pretty sick. This is pretty sick. I didn't really test this out beforehand, so I didn't know what it was gonna be like. Okay. I like that. I think another really cool thing about this deck as well is that, like, what bad matchups does it have? Like, if any, like it can beat Giratina, it can beat Oricorio, it can beat like most like decks, I feel like. I'm sure there's something out there I'm not thinking of that's probably like an immediate counter to this, but it has answers to a lot of stuff. He's got a Farfetch'd but with Psychic Energy. What deck is this? Giant Cape. Do I want to bother giving that to Eevee? Nah, not right now. I'm not really worried about it. Not really worried about it at the moment. Okay, not a great opening hand because we got no evolutions, but we'll make it work. Made it work thus far. Gengar. I forgot this does 40 damage. I'm thinking it does 20. Maybe I should have put that cape on. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's either just like let it die or, you know what I mean. Okay, we can evolve. We'll do that. Evolve into Leafeon. This honestly works out fine. We'll use the Force Breath. Give it to ourselves, and then next turn we can attack. I will give myself the cape because why not? And then from here, we can't attack yet. He's got 5 cards in his hand. I'll Mars him just to get him down to 3. And then we will end our turn. So I don't typically use like Mars or red cards. So I don't have like the best sense of like when to use that card. I'm not particularly experienced with it. So I don't really know like when the best time is to use it, to be honest. So feel free to judge me for my poor use of that card, because I don't know. I just seen he had 5 cards in his hand. I was like, you know what? You don't need all that. You feel me? All right, we got a Flareon. There's nothing we can. Well. Do we want to evolve? Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to, right? Evolve the Flareon by giving it energy. And then give ourselves the grass energy, right? And we can take this out in one shot. Is there anything to be worried about back here? So I think that's just too ghastly. I don't think we need to worry about healing ourselves right now, so I'll hold on to the Eevee bag for the moment. Take out this Farfetch'd. And so far, so good. So far, so good. And if we need to retreat, we can easily get this Leafeon out and bring in Flareon, and Flareon is going to be able to attack if we want it to, if we need it to. Can boost it up with red if need be, can boost it up with Eevee bag if need be. I don't think we have to worry about that right now, but if we, you know, it seems like everything's going our way though. Force Breath again. Go ahead and take out Ghastly. And even if he takes out Leafeon, Flareon immediately comes in. We have both Eevee bags and red, so like, we're fine. We're fine. I don't even remember like what Haunter does if he evolves his Ghastly. He might have Rare Candy into Gengar as well, I guess. They conceded. That's back to back concedes, I think. Have all 3 of our opponents so far conceded? Hey, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. This deck is sick. Now I gotta, do I like this more than the Sylveon deck? I don't know, man. The Sylveon deck is also really cool and really fun and really strong. But this is this is sick. Having 3 different evolutions in the deck at the same time is so cool. Oh man, this is great. I'm in heaven. This is the best meta ever. So let me ask you, damn, we keep going first though. Can I go second? Let me ask you, which deck do y'all think is better right now? This Leafeon, Flareon, Sylveon deck, or just the other Sylveon deck, the deck I played last video? Because they both seem pretty great. I don't like our opening hand at all. So hopefully we get something good on our first draw. They're also running Eevee. They are running with water energy, so they're running the Sylveon-Greninja deck. Right, we get Pokeball. It's something, I guess. It's our first turn, so it's not like there's a whole lot we could have done this turn anyway. We'll put down the Eevee EX, and then we'll go from there. Ideally, next turn we could get Leafeon, and then we could evolve this back one. Well, we don't need to, though, honestly. Actually, we could, I mean, we can't evolve right now anyway. So it doesn't matter. Next turn, if I need to, I'll use Pokemon Communication to see if I can get Leafeon EX. But even if not, I mean, we'll take whatever. You know, we'll be straight. I'm trying to decide, is this even stronger? I feel like this deck just has like an answer for everything, right? Well, it's time to see if it has an answer for something that's similar to it. My only issue with it is that it just doesn't have a Sabrina or a Cyrus, but I can't figure out what I would take out. I guess Mars, like I could take out the Mars, but it feels like it's a good thing to have like in this current meta, you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, let's see. I would rather have any other evolution right now than this one. This one's really just here in case we run an Oricorio, I feel like. Give me anything else. Sylveon, okay, I guess I'll take that. So we'll do this. We evolve the EX one back here, just so we can draw 2 more cards. Is this the best ability in the game? It's up there, right? We get Leafeon EX. Nice. We'll do this. And we will... I'll throw on the cape just for good measure. We give ourselves a grass energy. Cool, cool, cool. And then we end our turn. Next turn we can start attacking. I gotta imagine Eevee's about to evolve this turn. 10 cards in his deck. 10 apiece. Pokemon Communication, so most likely going to get either Greninja or Sylveon on this turn. Definitely gonna get one of the two, right? I mean, what else is there in this deck for them to possibly get? I don't think there was anything. A Froakie. Oh yeah, I'm thinking that they could just... Okay, they did have Sylveon. They're gonna draw 2 more cards. They can't attack yet, though. Unless they have Dawn in their turn. They will be able to use Water Shuriken, though. So we can 2-shot this Sylveon. But will they retreat and swap out into Greninja? Because Greninja can attack itself, you know what I mean? And this is not nothing too crazy, but 60 damage, you know, that add up quick. Get another Leafeon EX. Damn, I kind of need my other the Eevees though. Force Breath. Now we could actually use, I mean, no, because it's going to take 2 turns regardless, right? Because we get an extra 30 here, which would obviously do 100, but it's going to take us 2 turns to finish it off regardless. So there's no point. We Solar Beam here, 70 damage to the Sylveon. If they do swap out into Greninja, there's nothing I can do to get that Sylveon back in here, which is going to hurt my soul, but they're probably going to do that, right? Probably would be the smart thing to do. They can't attack either unless they have Dawn to give this Sylveon energy. And then if they just let Sylveon stay in, then that's just them losing 2 points. So even without Flareon on our bench, I think we're fine for the moment. They do have a giant cape though. Oh, so they are going to leave Sylveon in. I guess they could still swap out, but they give the energy to Giratina. Oh, so that they can attack next turn, and then next turn they'd be able to take out Leafeon, I guess is their line of thinking. We're gonna do this. Force Breath again, just because. So actually what I'm going to do is I can use an EV bag to heal myself. Well, it does 130, but if he has, well, I don't think this deck has red, right? So here's what I'm going to do just to be safe. We are going to use an EV bag to heal ourselves. And we're going to use red. Red is 20, right? Let me just double check. Just, yeah, red is 20. And then we use this to take out the Sylveon. And bam, just like that, that's 2 points. Now they are going to bring in Giratina, and Giratina is going to be able to take out, not take out Leafeon, but do a lot of damage to Leafeon. Brings in Greninja actually. Oh, because they don't have Psychic Energy still. They still need another turn in order to get that Giratina up. They will attack Leafeon. Those are, I need Flareon. I need Flareon bad. Because if I get Flareon, I can evolve into Eevee, attach a Fire Energy, retreat with Leafeon, then use Combust, and then I can actually take out Greninja, and then we would win. They have Cyrus. That's unfortunate. That puts a wrench in everything, actually. That actually puts a wrench in everything. Now would be a great time to have that X speed that I took out of this deck. Damn it. Okay. How do we pivot? That was actually so smart. I don't know if they knew that. I don't know if they thought that all the way through, but that was such a smart swap, because now it's going to take me an energy to get Sylveon out of there. Well, no, I can still, it's still the same, right? Because I just give the energy to Sylveon, and I needed to discard one anyway, but I didn't get the Flareon. No. Okay, well that really sucks. Okay, so what do we do now? I'm gonna put this Eevee down regardless. Do I just bring Leafeon back in and just attack the Greninja, I guess? Yes, right? Just bring Leafeon EX back in. I could heal Sylveon, but it's Greninja, and Greninja's gonna stay alive. And if Greninja stays in, he could just do 20 plus Water Shuriken. Well, that would require him being able to swap Leafeon back in again. You know what? I'll spend it. If for nothing else, just to force them to use the cards. We're gonna use Effect 2, kill the Sylveon, so that way if you want to kill it, you gotta do the whole shebang. And then we'll Force Breath, because why not? And then we will Solar Beam, and then we figure out what we do next turn. How many cards are left in our hand or in our deck? 6 cards. There's 2 Flareons in there. I like our chances. A 1 in 3 chance of us getting a Flareon next turn. They do a Pokeball. I think no matter what happens though, well, because I use my EV bags and my red cards, we can't take out Giratina in one shot anymore, actually. Think. But I think I could take out Giratina before they could take out another one of my Pokemon, right? If they come in this turn, well, no, they can't attack this turn because they don't have the Psychic Energy available for Giratina. So I think we actually are fine. I think they have to bring in Giratina even though they can't attack, but then they still can't one-shot Leafeon, and then next turn we win. If you leave Greninja in, I win, but if you bring in Giratina, you can't attack yet. So I think I just win no matter what. Trying to think, is there anything that they could do? I think the best that they can do right now is bring in my Sylveon and take it out with Greninja, but like if you do that, like your Greninja just dies. They do bring in Giratina, it's the only choice you had. They use Broken Space Bellow, right? That's fine. Well, if they have red. No, they conceded. Another concede. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, this is great. This is great. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh man, nah, this is incredible, man. This deck is actually incredible. Do I want to do one more? Nah, I mean, yeah, I mean, y'all want one more? I'm gonna give you one more. Hey, and we get to go second. All right, fighting type deck. I don't really see fight. What's the best fighting type deck in the game right now? I really don't see fighting type decks a lot. Frankly, I could use an upgrade to mine. I think the last one I built and that I played was Oricorio Garchomp, which is probably still solid, but is there something better out there that I should know? Actually, I think there is a new Garchomp deck going around, right? I think there's a Garchomp Sylveon deck that people are playing. Also, I feel like I see Sylveon in like every deck now. Jesus Christ, this thing is, I can only imagine what it was like before EV Grove, because I feel like I see this thing everywhere. What was I gonna say? When I'm doing like the solo battles and stuff, and it's like, oh, clear this with a fighting type deck, or like, you know, knock out a Pokemon with a fighting type, I'm just like, is there anything better than what I got going on right now? I gotta see what that new Garchomp deck is hitting for. Here's the giant cape on type null. We get our Sylveon. Pokeball up first. We get another Eevee. Bong. We Professor's Research. Blam, we get Flareon and Leafeon. I like that. We can attach this energy to this Eevee, and then next turn we can get the whole shebang going. So for now, we just hit collect, take our one additional card, boom, and we get the other Leafeon. We're already down to 10 cards. Nice. The next turn, we drop the Sylveon. We get 2 more cards. We turn this Eevee into a Leafeon, and then we'll be able to attack right away. And then we turn this one into Flareon and start building it up with energy. Hey, and we win the coin flip. Let's go. What was that card? Can I not click and see? Oh. Put one random type no supply from your deck into your hand. Gotcha. Okay, so we want to turn you into Leafeon. And we want to be able to attack this turn. So we're going to give you this fire energy as well. We'll turn you into a Sylveon. Draw 2 more cards. Damn, if we had... Oh no, because it'd only be an extra 20. I was going to say, if we had red in our hand, we could knock this thing out. But no, we cannot. Okay, I also want to turn you into Flareon. Then we want to Force Breath. Boom. Now we can attack. You've got a lot of cards in your hand. Let's go ahead and ruin that. Get you from 6 down to 3. And then we no longer need this current Leafeon like in our hands, so we might as well use Pokemon Communication. Maybe we can get another Eevee. Maybe. No, we get the worst Leafeon. That's fine. I am going to Giant Cape this Leafeon because we're not going to be able to take out this Savali. Well, what's going to probably end up being a Savali. We can't knock it out in one shot. Go ahead and attack with Solar Beam and get it down to 30 HP. Now next turn it's probably going to go down no matter what, unless they retreat and swap out for something else. You get a Fossil. Oh, is this Rampardos? Beautiful, beautiful. Now should I worry about healing here? I don't think so. Let me give this to Flareon. Force Breath again, because why not? Solar Beam. Knock him out. Bamski. It's 1 point on the board. I put numbers on the board. So far, so good. Smooth sailing through calm seas. Smooth sailing through calm seas. We got EV bag as well, so we can potentially do up to 90 damage. I forget how much HP Rampardos has. Oh, they conceded. Well, yeah, that's been about the nature of this deck. I think every single opponent we had in this video conceded. I think so, man. I think so. Well, I'll gladly take that and end on my W. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video to like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm bringing you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, nothing can happen to you swing the bat. Later. This deck is so sick.